Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to focus in on cultivating more happiness in your everyday life. I felt the need to make this video because I've gotten a few DMs on how I seem to be so happy and glowy and bright, and I'm just at a different space in my life mentally right now, despite everything that's going on in the world that is out of my control. But I just feel like I live a very rich and empowering and fulfilling life, even where I'm at right now, with so much more to experience, so much more to come. And I just wanted to share some things that I have implemented into my own life to help me get to this point. So, the first thing I wanted to spend time talking about was gratitude and really taking the time to be thankful and appreciative of the things that you have in your life right now. It's okay to want more money. It's okay to want a better house, nicer car, you know, more friendships, whatever it is. But to really sit and appreciate what you have will start to turn the gears and change your thought patterns from the time you wake up, from the time you go to sleep. Like, you know, I'm waking up in the morning just thankful to be in my bed, thankful to wake up, thankful to look out and experience whatever weather that we are experiencing. You know, this morning was a sunny morning, so I woke up just like, I get the blessing, feel the warmth of the sun, and just let that sink into my aura, into my being, and just sit there for a minute like, yes, like, what are you going to do with this feeling? You feel the warmth of the sun this morning. How about make yourself a cup of tea and start your work day like that? Yeah, and it just goes on from there. Another way to practice gratitude is to take those moments when you're having a negative thought. Like, for some reason, car broke down just came to my mind. So your car breaks down. And you want to be upset about it and be angry that, I don't know, you need a new tire. But you have the money in your bank account. Now, did you intend to spend it on that? Maybe you just was saving for something else, something to buy yourself or a trip or something like that. And now you have to put it into your car. But just to feel and to be thankful that you have the money in the first place, that you're able to take this money, and it might change your plans for this money, but you have the money to cover your car expense. You know, it's not breaking you, or you have that family member that you can call to get that help, the blessing that they are to you. Like, you just have to be open to being thankful for the opportunities to either use your gift or reach out to someone and they help you out, or use your money that you had saved for your trip. Like, finding areas and opportunities to be grateful throughout your day. Number two, and it kind of goes along with gratitude, is practicing thought work. One of the ways I practice thought work is journaling. I use my journal a lot when necessary, and sometimes I write a letter to my higher self, and literally I open the page and the page says, Dear Higher Self. So sometimes I'm writing a journal entry speaking to who I see myself being in the future, speaking to my future self, speaking to my best self, even though that might not be what I am experiencing in the moment. Like, I don't always open my journal and write, I'm pissed off and things are not going right. Like, no, I take that time to be like, I'm wealthy. Things are going in my favor. I am experiencing blissful days and an abundance of happiness. Like, I take the time to really sit there and focus on the opposite of what I might be going through at the time. And I haven't felt the need to do that in a while because I'm doing it without writing it. I'm able to do it in the moment. You know, if I find myself going to be frustrated on something, I just be like, Spirit got me. Like, I'm moving in a different direction, and just being open to what God has for me, and taking the control off of every little aspect of my life has helped me. But that comes in time. That's not something you just jump out, you know, off the boat and you can walk on the water. Like baby said, first you need to, maybe build the boat. So let's start with that. Let's start with journaling our current thoughts, even if it is the negative ones. Let's start to get those out so that they're not just cluttered in your heart or in your mind and in your spirit. You can start to get those out, and then you can start journaling to your higher self to have something to replace what you have let out. So I recommend journaling for the thought work. The last thing goes without being said, and it's a combination of gratitude and thought work, but it's about making the choice. Like, a lot of times we get caught up in the idea that happiness is a place to arrive at, or happiness is tied to the receiving of something or the increase in something or being at a different place in your life. But that's not the case. Happiness is an intentional choice. Every day, every second, it's an intentional choice. When you get the text message that pissed you off, it's an intentional choice not to let that ruin your day. When your boss is on your back about something, it's an intentional choice not to let that ruin your day. When that tire went out and you had to get it fixed, that's an intentional choice not to let it ruin your day. And I think with the practice of being more grateful for the things that you have in your life, and the thought work to change your negative thinking that keeps you stuck on repeat of the same negative thought, something that happened to you this morning is still affecting you at 4 p.m., that's ridiculous. Like, I understand death. I'm not speaking on that. There's a process to grieve, and I understand that completely. But there's some things, small things that happen to us during our day, and we will let it ride our energy all day long, weeks and weeks and weeks sometimes, depending on what it is. That's all we're talking about. We're just wrapped on replay of the negative thing that happened to us. And no, so along with gratitude and thought work, you have to choose to want to be happier. You have to choose happiness, and you can choose happiness every single day. Like, it has become so a part of who I am that it doesn't feel like I'm working for it anymore. It doesn't feel like I have to try to be happy. I'm just happy. That doesn't mean things always go my way. It doesn't mean things are perfect. I'm raising a 2-year-old toddler. Sometimes she can be frustrating when I haven't had enough rest or I haven't had anything to eat. But again, that's that thought work and knowing myself that, hey, I'm not going to project my frustrations onto a 2-year-old because I didn't eat, because I didn't wake up with enough time to do everything I need to do. Now I'm rushing her because I didn't go to bed like I was supposed to at 10 o'clock and now I'm tired. So a lot of self-awareness goes into the idea of thought work, but definitely the last point is to know that happiness is intentional. So I hope that helped you in some way. I plan on doing more videos that go along with where I'm at in my spiritual practice, the different things I do throughout my day, how I start my morning. I can go into more detail about journaling and different types of journal entries to do to try to help you have prompts and write affirmations. I've been working on that. I need to write new moon intentions because the new moon just passed and I need to write intentions for that. But yeah, look forward to more videos from me that have content like this. And if you like it, subscribe, share, leave a comment, all of that. Thanks.